Good morning. We started a new chapter that is called rights. And before this, I I defined you about social justice, right? So last paragraph was in social justice was in a democratic society where I left yesterday to you. Social justice, yeah. Just 1 minute, don't go on the social justice. I just recapitulate you from up to from that particular last part. In democratic society, disagreement about issues of distribution justice are inevitable and even healthy because they force us to examine different points of view and rationally defend our own views. So हमने social justice में ये कहा था कि basically disagreements होती रहेंगी. Social justice की बात कर रहा हूँ, not the rights. Previous chapter, right? There will be a disagreement. Disagreement should be the healthy one, and it will give you, it will envisages your new path. So that was the social justice we have to think about. And today, yes, today also I gave you the main question from the social justice. Now it's my new topic is rights. Rights क्या है? Rights is basic.
Justice rights শুনুন জাস্টিস খুলে আছো রাইটস খুলো রাইটস কি করছে এটা সরি এখানে রাইটস কোথায় আছে এই তো রাইটস ডাউনলোড করতে হবে কি ওপেন করতে অনলাইন রাইটস
So this is the right.
এই তো 5.1
So what
water rights
what are the rights? What are the rights? And before the what are the rights? And there is another question. There is another part here, that rights and overview, right? And in which what we will study in this chapter, that every day we talk about rights and information, right? As a member of a democratic country, we may speak of the such rights as right to vote, the right to reform our political parties, the right to contest elections, or so on. We have got many rights. In India also, we have got many rights, right? We have got many rights, and ये rights जो है आपके fundamental rights में गिने जाते हैं. Let me tell you one thing. In democracy, rights are very important. Duties, rights, and duties are there, but it's the rights and duties. First, there are right as a human right, as a human being also. If you rights are so much important that you go to some prison के बाहर लिखा होता है, पाप से घृणा करो, पापी से नहीं. Means you should not hate human being. Human being has its own fundamental right. We are a human being, so we have our own fundamental right. And as South Africa's person, Nelson Mandela and Winnie Mandela, this man, Nelson Mandela, went to jail at the age of 20 and 21. When he came back from the jail, he was 48. 27 years he was in the jail. 27 years he was in the jail. What for? Only for one word, that is rights. Right. So we have got many type of rights. I told you civil rights also, and demands of rights also, information of rights also, and information right. And one in here we have got the right to clean air, pollution and all. In Africa, South African constitution, in the fundamental right, clean air is a right, fundamental right. Clean air and safe drinking water is their fundamental right in South Africa. And some South Africa, these they have taken, they have taken many things from Indian Constitution. They said that to provide the home is a duty of a government to provide the home to needy people, home, food and shelter, roti, kapra and makan. Right. So right to clean air, right to safe drinking water, rights are claimed not only relation to a political and public life, but also relation to the social and personal relationship. ये सिर्फ पॉलिटिकल लाइफ में ही नहीं है राइट्स, ये आपके सोशल रिलेशनशिप में भी है, आपके अपने रिलेशनशिप में भी है, एंड पर्सनल रिलेशनशिप, राइट. Moreover, rights may be claimed not only for adult human beings but also for the children. बच्चों के लिए भी राइट्स हैं. And let me tell you one thing, another way. In they have in Uttaranchal, Uttarakhand, you know, these rivers, they are living. Rivers are they have their own right. Rivers are living part, right? So as a human being, we have their own right, and relationship. In the relationship, we have our own rights. Moreover, rights may be claimed not only for adult human being but also children, unborn foetus. Beti bachao, beti padhao. You know, in some part of India, they used to kill the girls in the womb also. In the womb, they used to kill the girl, right? The girl child to save the girl child. Why they save the girl child? Because they lot of people they to kill the fetus. It has written over here, unborn fetus. Earlier we have had the sati pratha. In India, we were having sati pratha. The girls were and the women were they used to burn themselves into the husband fire. हस्बैंड की चिता में अपने आप को जला देते थे. Many people came up. Vidyasagar, Lord William Bentinck, right? So Dr. Raja Ram Mohan Roy, they fought for the women's right, right? So we have and even animals. They say that animals should have their own rights. Peer पौधे plants, they have their rights. So we have our own rights. In this chapter, what we will do, what we will explore, हम क्या पढ़ेंगे? हम पढ़ेंगे अपने अधिकारों के बारे में. हम पढ़ेंगे कि जानेंगे कि अधिकार क्या होते हैं. हम जानेंगे कि फंडामेंटल राइट्स क्या होते हैं. फंडामेंटल राइट्स क्यों दिए जाते हैं. You know fundamental rights क्यों दिए? What do you mean by fundamental rights? What it helps you? How it helps you? It helps you to develop your personality in the society. आपके अधिकार ही नहीं है तो आप अपने आप को डेवलप कैसे करोगे? How you will develop? That's why Indian government gives you 6 fundamental rights. And let me tell you one thing. If you have 6 fundamental rights, the president of India is having 6 fundamental rights, the prime minister of India is having 6 fundamental rights, and the other and the newborn baby is also having fundamental rights. And the beggar near the temple or gurdwara, mandir or masjid, he is also having a 6 fundamental rights. We are all equal before the law, from the president to the peon. Everyone is equal. Everyone is having 6 fundamental rights. So according to the fundamental rights, they are the part and parcel of a society, part and parcel of our life. So what do we mean when we speak of rights? जब हम राइट्स के बारे में बात करते हैं तो ये क्या है? अधिकार क्या है? अधिकार का क्षेत्र क्या है? या कोई लिमिट है अधिकार का? Is there any limit? Right. So what do we mean when we speak of rights? क्या बात है जब हम अधिकारों के बारे में बात करते हैं? Number 2, what is the basic what is the basics and the basis on which rights are claimed? किसके ऊपर, किस सिद्धांतों के ऊपर आप अपने अधिकारों को मांगते हैं, वो सिद्धांत क्या है, बेसिस क्या है, किस बेस के ऊपर आपने अधिकारों को मांगा है, राइट। नंबर 3, व्हाट प्रपोज व्हाट पर्पस डू राइट सर्व। मैंने अभी आपको बताया कि राइट क्या पर्पस सर्व करता है, राइट जो है क्या पर्पस सर्व करता है, कि राइट जो है आपके लिए क्या करता है, एंड व्हाट आर व्हाई आर दो सो इम्पोर्टेंट, वो इतने इम्पोर्टेंट क्यों है, राइट्स इतने इम्पोर्टेंट क्यों है, एंड आई टोल्ड यू द इम्पोर्टेंट, आई एम सॉरी। सो व्हाट आर द राइट्स, तो आइए हम ये शुरू करते हैं कि अधिकार क्या है। फर्स्ट, get ready with your pencil or pen. Without pencil or pen, you can't study. Let me tell you one thing. Concentration should be there. Open your book. This is page number 68. Right? Particle theory, and my topic is rights. What are the rights? A right is essentially an an entitlement or a justified claim. Number one, essential. Number two, entitled to you. And number three, justified. 3 points है इस सेंटेंस के अंदर, मार्क कर लीजिए। नंबर वन, एसेंशियली, ये बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है, एसेंशियल है, राइट्स के बिना हम जिंदा नहीं रह सकते। जो साउथ अफ्रीका, आई टोल्ड यू, नेल्सन मंडेला, this one man went to the jail at the age of 21, and when he came back 48 years from the jail, 27 to 28 years he was in jail. Why? For the personal rights. These rights are there, fundamental rights, not for him only, for the whole country, South Africa, right? So a right is essentially, बहुत important है, जरूरी है। Number two, an entitlement, ये आपको दिया गया है, भीख नहीं दी गई। इट्स अ राइट टू हैव द राइट्स, ये अधिकार है कि आपको अधिकार मिले। एंटाइटल में आपके साथ, आप जब पैदा हुए ना भारतवर्ष में या किसी देश के अंदर, इन अ फ्री कंट्री, डेमोक्रेटिक कंट्री, यू आर बोर्न विद द राइट, ऑटोमेटिकली यू गॉट द राइट। सो एंटाइटलमेंट एंड जस्टिफाइड, ये न्याय संगत है, न्यायपूर्व न्याय है इसमें। नो वन कैन डिनाई योर फंडामेंटल राइट, even Supreme Court cannot deny your fundamental right. So it's justified claim. It denotes what we are entitled to as a citizens. हमें क्या दिया गया है, हम इस देश, इस आजाद देश के आजाद नागरिक हैं। आई सेड आजाद देश के आजाद नागरिक हैं। वी आर इंडिपेंडेंट, we have our own rights, and we are entitled as a citizen, which are, these rights are entitled to us as a citizen. So as individuals claim, as human beings, it is something that we consider to be due to us. It's due to us. How? Because we are the citizen of the country. We are Indian citizen. So India gave some, fundamental rights to us. If you are in the US, United States, you are getting some fundamental rights from the US, right? Every country, basically every country gives some fundamental rights to the citizens as a citizen. It's something that we consider it to be due to us. ये हमें चाहिए, something that the rest of the society must recognize as being a legitimate claim that must be upheld. ये legitimate है, कानून के द्वारा, your rights are being secured by the law. Your rights are secured by the law. So in your society, it's a legitimate claim that must be upheld. इसे पाना ही होगा. No one can deny you. No one can deny your fundamental rights. As you are a human being, you have some fundamental right. This does not mean that everything that I regard to be necessary and desirable is a right. But इसका मतलब ये नहीं जो भी मैं whatever you think that is your right. No. Okay. For example, meaning of expression. Power of expression. And what is the meaning of your expression? एक तो गवर्नमेंट ने आपको एज अ सिटीजन लिसन टू मी इट्स नॉट रिटन ओवर हियर it will maybe after few paragraphs. you know you have one fundamental right. That fundamental right is your power of expression. आप you know कुछ कह सकते हो किसके बारे में किसी के भी बारे में. But that doesn't mean that you abuse your you use abusive language. किसी को डांटने का मतलब ये नहीं कि आप उन्हें गालियां दो. No, it's not your right. Right is there. you know you can say something to someone civilized way. Civilized तरीके से आप किसी से satisfied नहीं हो. Suppose, for example, you were not satisfied with the Congress earlier, right? Your right, fundamental right? Universal adult franchise. UAV. UAF, sorry. UAF, Universal Adult Franchise. तो यूनिवर्सल एडल्ट फ्रेंचाइज में क्या है? जब आप 18 इयर्स के हो जाओगे अब वोट डाल सकते हो. सपोज you are not satisfied with the government, you say no to the government. It doesn't need हाथ में लाठी लेकर चलने की जरूरत नहीं है. After 2 or 3 years, or you have got the no confidence motion also. Before the time, you can say no to the government. So these are the civilized way to say no to the government. So this is a fundamental right. Right. So I that I regard to be necessary and desirable is a right. That doesn't mean that I regard to be necessary and desirable is a right. मेरी importance होनी चाहिए. So मुझे importance दो. No, it is not your right. You do something good, everyone will be regarding you. So I may want to wear a cloth of my choice to school rather than the prescribed uniform. Okay, very good example. Very good example. So suppose a school has uniform. Any school, in your school also, in our school also, we have got uniforms, and that uniform is worn by everyone, every student, every people, right? Every people over there. But you cannot say that I want to have my own dress. No uniform. What do you mean by uniform? Uniform, whatever you wear in the school is a uniform, not your dress. Dress is a private aspect. जो अपने घर में पहनते हो, बाजार में जाते हो, मार्केट में जाते हो, तब आप ड्रेस पहनते हो अपनी मनपसंद का. But वो ड्रेस you cannot wear in the school, daily school routine. And that is a uniform. Uniform is सब बराबर है, सब एक जैसे हैं. That is why everyone is having the same clothes, a same color. There is a no discrimination between have and have nots. यूनिफॉर्म जब होगा तो कौन देखेगा कौन अमीर है कौन गरीब है? Everyone is a student. That is uniformity. So you have to wear uniform, not dress. Right? So I may want to wear my clothes of my choice to school rather than the prescribed uniform. I may want to stay out late night, but this does not mean that I have a right to dress in any way and I like at school or to return home when I choose to do so. Can you go to your school anytime? Can you come back from the school, go to your home anytime? No. There is a prescribed time in the school timetable, that this is the timetable. This is that we have to be in the school and you will be going at home at this time. So you have to accept that rule and regulation. The rule and regulation, to accept rule and regulation is mandatory. Is a mandatory. आपको मानना ही होगा. ये नहीं कह सकते मैं अधिकार है कि मैं ये नहीं मानूंगा. Sorry. So there is a distinction between what I want and think and I am entitled to. मुझे क्या दिया गया है, मेरे क्या राइट्स है और मैं क्या चाहता हूं. There are a lot of difference between two. Right? You want to go to the five-star hotel. Fine. You can go. It's a right. But are you having same aspect of money in your pocket to spend in the five-star hotel? यदि है तो जाइए, यदि नहीं है तो नहीं जा सकते. बात खत्म है. पर ये कहे कि गवर्नमेंट मुझको फाइव स्टार होटल की तनख्वाह दे, सो पॉसिबल नहीं है. आपके राइट्स अलग है, आपके नीड्स अलग है, आपके वांट्स अलग है. राइट्स आपको दे दिया गया, सबको दे दिया गया यूनिफॉर्म में. बट आप डिमांड ये करें कि आपको ये भी चाहिए और वो भी चाहिए. सपोज अ पर्सन सेज, a student says that I need food to continue or to have a dress or other stationery in the school. So government said yes, okay. Government schools are there. They provide you midday meal. They provide you the uniform also. They provide you sometimes pocket money or to have the stationery also. That is for everyone, entitled for everyone. But you cannot demand there. Whatever the meal is given to everyone is a prescribed meal. सबको वही खाना मिलेगा जो तुमको मिल रहा है. You cannot demand there. आपको ये खाने की इच्छा है तो ठीक है, घर जाइए खाइए. Right? Fine. So there is a distinction between what I want and what I am entitled to and what can be designated as rights. अभी मैंने कहा कि अधिकार क्या है वो अलग बात है, अधिकार के क्षेत्र क्या है वो अलग बात है, आपको क्या चाहिए वो अलग बात है, आप कर सकते हो क्या नहीं वो अलग बात है. राइट? जो अधिकार फंडामेंटल साहब को गवर्नमेंट ने दिया है वो सबको दिया है, यूनिफॉर्म है ये. Okay, next paragraph. Rights are primarily those claims that are along with other regard to be necessary for leading a life of respect and dignity. Very good sentence. It has lot of meaning. Adhikar, I told you, adhikar kya hai? It developed your personality in the society. It enhanced your personality in the society. Right? So, it claims along with the others. Along with the others, मतलब जो उसको राइट्स मिला है एबीसी को वो मुझको भी मिले. These are the claims. So it is a uniform. उसको मिला तो मुझको भी मिलेगा. Right? So it's along with others regard to be necessary and it's a necessary. जो सबको मिला वो आपको मिलेगा. According to the constitution, संविधान के अनुसार. For leading a life of respect, संविधान कानून ये चाहता है कि आप एक डिग्निफाइड लाइफ को यूज करें, एक डिग्निफाइड लाइफ को आप लीड करें. सो फॉर लीडिंग अ रिस्पेक्ट एंड डिग्निटी, ये राइट्स आपको रिस्पेक्ट के लिए, आपकी इज्जत है एज अ सिटीजन ऑफ इंडिया. यू हैव अ रिस्पेक्ट. नोबडी कैन पुट अ फिंगर ऑन यू विदाउट एनी रीजन. राइट? सो in fact, one of the grounds on which rights have been claimed is that they represent conditions that we collectively see as a source of self-respect and dignity. I told you, rights are there to enhance your self-respect. आत्म स्वाभिमान, जो आपका जो रिस्पेक्ट है, इज्जत है, आपकी जो इज्जत दी गई है कि यू आर द सिटीजन ऑफ इंडिया, it enhances, right? And dignity, आपकी dignity को बढ़ाता है. For example, The rights to livelihood may be considered necessary for leading a life of dignity. Being gainfully employed gives a person economic independence and thus is central for his her dignity. Having our basic needs met gives us freedom to pursue our talents and interests. Right? So आप suppose आप स्टडी करते हो, आपको अच्छी जॉब मिलती है, आप सोसाइटी में आपका नाम होता है, किसके ऊपर हुआ? आपको पढ़ने का अधिकार है, आपको एलिमेंट्री स्कूल का अधिकार है, आपको फ्री एजुकेशन का अधिकार है. The government gives you. Now it depends on you how you use that particular aspect. आपको आप उस टाइम को, उस वक्त को जो आपको दिया गया है, जो आपका अधिकार है रहने का, स्कूल में मिड डे मील लेने का, वो इस अधिकार से यूज करते हैं. So you will have in the future, you have a respect in the society. So this right gives us the opportunity to be creative and original, whether it be writing or dance or music or any other creative activity. Suppose you are very good in music. Suppose you are very good in a drama, in another aspect of your life. You want to be a doctor, right? Suppose you are a successful doctor. You have your own dignity in the society, right? So, but freedom of expression is also important for democratic government. I told you freedom of expression in this when I started this chapter. Freedom of expression is one of the important right of yours, of anyone, not yours only, for everyone. But that freedom of expression has its own limits. हर एक राइट का लिमिट होता है, एक हद होती है, राइट? आप किसी भी हद को पार कर सकते हैं. सो बट फ्रीडम ऑफ एक्सप्रेशन डेमोक्रेटिक गवर्नमेंट important cause in society. Society can describe আবার শেয়ার করতে হবে, শেয়ার আবার করতে হবে.
হয়ে গেছে ক্লাস লিভ করে দাও
লিভ
হয়ে গেছে ক্লাস তোমার আওয়াজ আসছে
না,
আওয়াজ আসছিল আওয়াজ যাচ্ছে দিকে
ওকে
আসছে বলো না দিক দিয়ে কেউ
লিভ করে
কেবল হয়ে গেছে বোঝে
बीस मिनट क्यों नहीं, भी कट गया. चल 5-10 मिनट है. सर मैं क्या मीटिंग ओवर होगी क्या सर, बोलो. ঠিক যাচ্ছে না,
কেন যাচ্ছে না যাচ্ছে তো এটা হচ্ছে নাকি
तो इसका मीटिंग वही जो
कॉल एंडेड